Okay, everyone, I'm Steven, and I'm going to be playing the game Shifting Stones with Megan today, a game of tiles and tactics from Gamewright.
All right, everybody, this is a really simple game in which setup's very easy. You're going to go ahead and just take these 9 tiles and shuffle and flip them around all random and then set it out in a random 3x3 orientation grid on your table. And then go ahead and shuffle the cards and deal out every player 4 cards. And then on your turn, it's very simple. You're going to use your cards as either scoring cards or to discard them to do an action. Your actions are either to take 1 tile and flip it, or take 2 orthogonal tiles and switch their positions. So I'm going to go ahead and discard this one, and I'm going to flip this tile over, and then I'm going to go ahead and also discard this card to switch these positions. Now, the remaining 2 cards I have, I actually can go ahead and score them because the pattern shown matches the tiles that are in the same orientation in the grid. So I'm going to go ahead and score this tile. So I'm going to set it off to the side in front of me to score me 1 point at the end of the game. I also have this tile that go ahead and match 2 of the tiles in the grid. So I'm going to do the same thing and set it off to the right as 1 point at the end of the game. Now, I've used up all 4 of my cards, so I have no available actions or scoring cards left. So it will then be my partner's turn, in which then I will draw back up to 4 cards. It's also important to note, at any time you can choose to skip your turn, in which you then draw 2 more cards. That will start you with 6 cards at the beginning of your next turn, but you also cannot skip any 2 turns back to back. So you can never have 8 cards. You can only have a maximum of 6 if you skip 1 turn. And game end is triggered when somebody has scored 10 cards.
Yep, and that changes based on the number of players. So like in a 5-player game, you'd only have to play 7.
Good point.
Yep.
Yeah, and then you just play out so that everybody gets an even number of turns. So.
Okay, I think we're good to go. Let's go ahead and get started.
All right, so I'm going to go first. Let me see what I want to do here. I'm going to go ahead and discard this card to flip this card over. And then I'll discard this card. I'm going to swap these 2 cards. And I will... Totally did that wrong. I'm going to go ahead and discard that one to flip this, in which I will then score this card for 2 points at the end of the game. I'm out of cards, so I'm going to drop to 4. Steven, it's your turn.
Okay. On my turn, I'm going to discard this to swap these 2 tiles. Then I'm going to discard this card to flip these over. And I'm going to score this gray and green in that pattern for 2 points in the game. And I'm going to be done. I'm just going to redrop to 4. It's important to note, too, that you don't have to play all your cards, too. Like, if I only played 3 there because I wanted to keep this card that I like.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and discard this card to swap these 2. I am then going to discard this card. We will flip these 2. And then lastly, I'll take this one to flop this card. And then I will score that card as it matches the pattern. 3 points at the end of the game. Draw back up to 4.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to discard that card to swap these 2. Let's see. Then I will discard this card to swap these 2. I'm going to score that blue and red in the top right for a point at the end of the game, and I think I'm going to hold on to my last card. So that is my turn.
All right. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to discard this card to flip this to a green. And then I will go ahead and also discard that card. So hard to score. And I will flip this one over to make it orange so I can go ahead and score that card. 2 points at the end of the game. And I will go ahead and hold on to my last one. Okay, ignore our cat in the background. He likes to make crazy noises.
All right. I'm going to, let's see. Discard this card to swap these two. To then score this card for a point at the end of the game, this green and gray. And let's see, what else can I do here? Let's discard this card, and I'll switch this black tile with this gray tile.
Interesting.
I'm going to hold on to my other one here.
Interesting.
That is my turn.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and discard this card to flip these. In which then I will score this card. Okay. And then I will discard this card to flip these two. And I will then be done with my turn. Save my last card.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to discard this card to swap these two.
So what's so interesting about this game is I tried to set myself up for my next turn, but you just went and totally screwed it up.
I'm going to play this card to flip this one. And I'm going to score this for 2 points at the end of the game. And I'm going to hold on to my last card.
All right.
Yeah, sometimes you just kind of draw the right card.
Right.
That's part of this light, simple, fun game, though. So.
Or coincidentally, you went ahead and just moved that into the orientation.
That
so this is a really good instance that even though there's two matching patterns here, this card would not score me 2 points. It just goes ahead and scores me 1. So I'll set that one off to the side. I am then going to discard this card to swap these two. And I will score myself this card as well. So I'm currently at 6 cards scored while Steven's at 4.
Jeez.
So he's got some catching up to do.
Yeah, I do. Let's see. I'm going to try and maneuver this here. I'm going to discard this card to swap these two tiles. I'm going to discard this card to swap these two. Oops. And finally, last one, I'll discard this card to flip this one.
Ooh, you could have scored that one.
I could have, but I'm kind of working towards something bigger here. Try to catch up a little bit.
Let's see how I can screw it up here.
I'm going to be done. I'm going to keep my last card, and I'm going to draw.
Okay. Let's see here. Oof, this is hard. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and discard this one to flip these two.
Don't mess with my plans, please.
I'm going to go ahead and score this since the black's on the edge. And then, I was in a good position to score something else, but doesn't really look like it at this point. So I'll discard this one, and I will just see if I can screw up some of Steven's plans here by flipping those two.
Man, it's harsh. Okay. I'm going to discard a card to swap these two. Get this gray back to where I want it. I'll then discard this card. Put this purple back up here.
Oh, shoot.
And then I'm going to discard this other card to flip or switch these two tiles. Okay. Same thing.
What
I'm
a
going to
mess.
keep my one card and then draw 3 back.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I'll discard this card and I'll flip-flop these back. I'm gonna use this card to flip this card over, in which then I will score this card and I will save my last card for next turn.
All right. Let's make this a good turn this time. All right, we're going to switch. I'm going to discard that to switch these two back.
Jeez.
I'm going to score this card. We have 2 grays in the corners there. 2 points at the end of the game, so that's my 5th card. How many do you have, Megan?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
She has 8, so only 2 left for her. And then I'm going to discard this card to flip this to the green side. And then I'm going to score my final card here, a 5-pointer.
Wow.
Big boy. The gray, purple, green, and blue. So that's now my 6th card. I'll drop to 4. It's Megan's turn.
Okay.
Puts me back in the game.
So I am going to discard this card, and I feel like we're just constantly switching those two up. But hopefully you're done. You're done playing with that one. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and discard this one. I'm going to flip this one to blue. And then I will score this one for 2 points. That puts me at 9 cards, so I'm going to keep my last one till next round.
Okay. I'm going to discard this card to flip up this to the sun side. I will then discard 1 card to swap this blue and green. And I'll discard this card so we'll get this green down even farther. So I can score this card here, green, green, and the yellow sun for 3 points.
Wow,
So
you've
my
got
7th
some
card.
big cards over there.
Trying to catch up.
I need to end this game quickly. Okay. So, I'm gonna... Oh, could I make it all happen? Nope, I don't have enough cards. Okay. I'm going to use this card to flip this one back over to black, in which then I will score this one, which that's my 10th card. So I think I went first, so you're going to get one more turn.
Oh, yep, you're right.
Okay.
I don't know what much I can do with it, but...
And I actually don't think I'm going to be able to score another card here. I have 2 cards left. Let's see. Do I want to just wreak havoc on this board? But I could be helping him. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'll just go ahead and be done. I'll take my chances.
Okay. I'm going to discard this card to move this orange guy back down to the middle. I'll then, let's see. Ooh, do I want to do that? I don't think I do. And then I'm going to... I could score this, but I don't think I want to, because I think I want to flip these 2. Discard that. Then I'll discard this fiber to flip this to purple, because then I'll score this card at the end to get 2 points instead of that 1. All right, so now we'll kind of clean things up. We'll total up our points, and we'll see who won. Okay, time to tally up total scores. When I add all my cards, again, I didn't have as many cards, but I had 18 total points.
Oh, seriously? I had 17.
Oh, I edged her out. All right.
I tried to force the end too quickly.
Yeah, I
taking
guess
all
so.
those little cards.
Yep. Okay, again, that was Shifting Stones from Gamewright. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, thank you. Great game.